There you go. And we're doing this because?
Because Anne Hathaway is one of the most kissable human beings on the planet.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You know this for a fact?
I do.
Okay. You going to read that? Or?
Okay. She says she was a mucusy mess when she kissed Steve Carell and Get Smart. Said that to me just a couple weekends ago. Now let's see if she's feeling just a little bit better. Joining us live, Agent 99, Anne Hathaway.
Is that true? A mucusy mess when you kissed him? Really?
Oh, good. We're starting with that question.
Well, those are your words, not mine. I talked to you a couple weeks ago, and to my face you told me that.
I was a horror. I was disgusting. And there was nothing I can do about it. I was highly contagious, and the thing about being an actor is, yes, you get pampered, yes, you get a jet-set lifestyle, but you always have to work whenever you're sick. And so it wasn't that bad for me. I felt sorry for Steve because, yes, I was. But Steve said that he enjoyed himself in spite of the pus.
Wow, in spite of the pus. You know, all those things you described about being an actor, about the pampering and all that stuff, but you have to work when you're sick, that described exactly what we do on a daily basis, except for the pampering, the pay,
So you get the personal masseuses and the private planes as well,
No,
right?
we just have to show up when we're sick also. That's the issue.
Exactly. Only the scale of masseuses that we have to use, we become a mucusy mess right after that interaction. We'll talk about that later on. Hey, I didn't want to ask any personal questions, but have you ever been involved in a movie where you were kissing someone that maybe you thought was a little ill and you wanted to take the day off, close the set for a little while?
I once had to kiss someone who I don't think had ever used dental floss.
Oh,
but,
oh no!
But you know, but never. No, I don't think I've ever had to kiss anyone when they were sick. Just sometimes you just kind of wanted to hand them a mint, but you don't. But there's no polite way to do that because then they know what you're trying to do. So you just kind of say, there are worse ways to make money.
Well, we don't want to get too personal, but name a name. Could you please name a name of one of those people?
The one with the bad dental plan.
You know, I don't, what?
I can't hear us.
Complete amnesia.
No, suddenly we had a satellite blockage. Hey, I want to ask you a question. Pete Siegel, my BFF, and yes, I'm an adult man saying BFF, my BFF from high school was his college roommate at SC and his BFF to this day. And so we played a joke on him. When I interviewed Pete Siegel, we actually roasted him more or less with his 8-year-old son, Sean. Did you work with Sean at all during the making of this movie?
I got to know all of Pete's kids, but one day Sean and my only other job besides acting has been babysitting. And I'm just a compulsive liar when it comes to children. So I told him that in my hotel I had a factory because he told me he wanted a samurai sword.
Right.
And I convinced him that there was a factory in my hotel room that was run by rats. That if he collected enough scrap metal, I could make him a samurai sword in 15 years. And his wife, Pete's wife was like, "Can you maybe choose something besides sharp, rusty scrap metal for my son?"
I wondered why they upped his Ritalin. Now it all makes sense.
And if you could bring broken shards of glass in a bag,
exactly.
That would be fantastic.
Maybe some, open prescription vials.
I have some elves in my hotel room.
I was like, yes, it would have been better for me to be like, find the marshmallows.
Hold on just a second. Mental note, never ask Anne to babysit your children.
I have some elves and halfling in my hotel room that can make you a Wii system out of medical waste. Could you please collect that?
That floated up at the Jersey Shore.
So, saying it back to myself, it really does not sound as charming as I thought it was going to.
Actually, coming from you, it was kind of charming, actually. That's how charming you are. The new movie, Get Smart, I mean, this is going to be huge. Are you prepared for the hugeness of this movie?
You know, it doesn't open till tomorrow, and you never know how the chips are going to fall. Gary Marshall said it to me, my very first movie, The Princess Diaries. He said, you never know what's going to happen, so you have to enjoy it while you're making it. And we had such a blast on this movie. You mentioned Pete Siegel. He created the most unbelievable set to work on. And he did something that a lot of directors, that I've never seen a lot when I've worked with directors, that he made it impossible to fail in the movie. And like you could come to work, throw out an idea. If it was bad, it just kind of fell away. But the good ones stuck. So you just felt very protected at all times.
All right. So you're not going to out the person who had the bad dental hygiene? We're going to have to say that for next time?
Aren't you?
Yeah, I got kind of hung up on that.
We're not going to leave that alone.
Well, you got to tell me a secret then.
Cody's currently wearing a T-back thong.
Mark's got a third nipple. What more do you want?
Okay, I'm not going to lie. It was Dwayne Johnson.
No!
No! That man has the whitest smile. Oh my God, no. He's got like politician smile. It's so white.
He really does.
No. I won't name him. To be perfectly honest, it was at an audition, and I don't even remember who it was.
Good to talk to you.
I'm sure he remembers.
Anne Hathaway.
Thank you very much.
Get Smart opens tomorrow in theaters everywhere.